Hi friends, this is the lecture number 10. So my request to everyone, if you are just preparing for PhD or for research or for B.Tech and also for MBA or for marketing or also for BBA, any course, okay, for computer science, just like for MCA also, okay, these lectures, these are very important, okay. So I am explaining the uses of this stat in your real life. We are using the stat in our real life. If you will study like that, if you will know the definition, then you will also discover something in your life. So today we will explain about the correlation. What is the correlation? The best way to understand the correlation, you know that if you are getting married to any girl, okay, so you have seen also one, the name is the astrologer, okay. The astrologer, what they are doing, they are just finding the how many character, okay, they are matching between girl and boy. If more character are matching, okay, characteristic are matching, in this condition they can marry. If the characteristic are not matching in this condition, they cannot marry, means there is some defaults, okay. Similarly also here the correlation means you have two data, okay, you have two data, and after that you are finding the relationship between the two data. That is the meaning of correlation. So we have written here. Now at first my request that please open one copy and pen, and whatever we are teaching you, you must write, okay. So now we may be interested to find if there is any correlation or covariation between two variables, okay. Just like the example, the height and weight of a group of person, okay. We are just you have height, one data is height and one data is weight, and after that you are finding correlation between height and weight. My height is just like 5.7. According to this, my weight must be 69, okay. So there is a relationship between the height and weight, you have seen. And the second one is the income and expenditure. Suppose you are working in a department, so how much money you are getting and how much money you are saving, how much money your expenditure, okay. So there is also a relationship between your income and expenditure, okay. The third one is the price and demand of a commodity. And the price and demand, how much the demand of a commodity, the volume and pressure of a perfect gas, okay. This is also volume, you know that if you have more volume, then it can hold more pressure. If there is a less volume, then it can hold less pressure. You know that whenever you are filling the air in your vehicle, in your tire, at that time you must know that there is also a measurement. It can also measure the pressure, okay. So according to the volume we are filling the air, okay. So we are also putting the pressure. So now there is a relationship between volume and pressure also. So correlation means whenever you have two data and after then you are finding the relationship between the two data, that is the correlation. So how to measure it? That is very important whenever you are doing research. So from the scatter diagram, so there are two scatter diagrams, okay, we can form a fairly good idea whether the variables are correlated or not. How? Just if the points are very dense, if the points in the previous lecture, okay, we have already explained. If I have explained you one example, that suppose the Nokia, they have launched 2020 model 2020 phone, okay. So at first they have done the survey in all over world. So they are collecting the data, how many people they like their features, the feature of this model 2020. So suppose there is a little demand from America, little demand from Russia, little demand from Spain, little demand from Germany, little demand from United Kingdom, little demand from this Africa continent, and also from the Asian continent, from Australia, from Japan. So it means that in this condition your data is scattered. So the company, they will never manufacture more and more product because their demand, the people, they are not liking the features. So your data, it is scattered. If your data is scattered, then the graph, it will be flatter in this condition. Okay. And if there is suppose there is another mobile they are launching, and there is a high demand. If there is a high demand from Asia, I am just talking about the India and China. There is a huge population, the people, they are just using more mobile phones. So if there is a more demand in this condition, your data, it will be peaked. Okay, the data, it is very dense. Okay, so in this condition your data, it will be peaked. So there is a more demand, your standard deviation, it will be very less. Whenever the standard deviation, it is more, it means that the company, they will get loss. Whenever the standard deviation, it is very less, in this condition your data, it will be peaked. Your data is dense. Whenever your data is dense, dense means all the data, the distance between, you know that this example here, the mean of this data is 70. Okay, but you can see that the data is scattered here. The from here to here, there is a very big distance, 9 to 17. From 17 to 2, there is a very big distance. But if I am taking this example, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this is also another data. In this data, you can see that this is your middle value, and from middle your data, it is only one distance, and also there is very less distance, 4 and 5. So this is the example of dense. Okay, in this condition, these data are very close. But here the data, it is very, very far. You can see that 17 and after that 59. So this data, it is scattered. This data, it is very dense. I think that you understand what I am just teaching you. So these graphs, these are just telling us that the data is scattered or the data, it is very dense. So if the points are very dense, that is very close to each other, we should expect a fairly good amount of correlation between the variables, and if the points are widely scattered, a poor correlation is expected. If your data is scattered, the company, they will get lost. If the points are very close to each other, it means that the demand is very high from a specific region. So in this condition, the company, they will get profit. Okay. So the scientist Karl Pearson coefficient correlation 1867 to 1936. You must know, he is the British biometrician. He invented the formula how to find the correlation between two variables. So you can, if a British biometrician can discover a formula for this, he can work for this data. He become the mathematician. Okay, so we can also discover something in our life. You must note it. At first, your concept, it must be clear. So a British biometrician developed a formula, the correlation coefficient. He has given you this formula. By the help of this formula, you can find the correlation between two variables. R xy is equal to covariance of xy and sigma x sigma y. What is the meaning of covariance? What is the meaning of sigma x and sigma y? Already we have discussed. The covariance of xy is equal to expected bracket x minus expected of x and into y minus expected of y. Okay, this is equal to 1 upon n sigma xi minus x bar means mean, and into yi minus y bar means mean. Okay, now sigma x square is equal to expected of x minus expected of x bracket close whole square is equal to 1 upon n sigma xi minus x bar whole square, and sigma y square is equal to expected of bracket open y minus expected of y bracket close whole square is equal to 1 upon n sigma yi minus y bar whole square. Here x bar and y bar are the mean. Okay, now after then he has written now Rxy is equal to covariance of xy upon sigma x sigma y. Whatever I have teach you, this and this I have written here. Covariance of xy is equal to 1 upon n sigma xi minus x bar into yi minus y bar, and sigma x sigma y is equal to 1 upon n sigma xi minus x bar whole square, 1 upon n sigma yi minus y bar whole square square root. Okay, then after then, this is a very big. After that we have written in place of xi minus x bar I have written ai, in place of yi minus y bar I have written bi, in place of this ai, in place of this bi. Okay, we have written. So now we know that if you have studied the real analysis in mathematics, there is a formula. The scientist name is Squares. He discovered the formula sigma I is equal to 1 to n ai bi whole square is always less than sigma I is equal to 1 to n ai whole square into sigma I is equal to 1 to n bi whole square. So he discovered this formula. After that we apply this formula here. You can see that when this and this it will come here, okay, then it will look like this. Okay, in this condition when it will come here, then 1 will be here. Okay, so this value it is less than 1 in this condition. This value and this is equal to this, it means that this is less than 1. It implies that r square xy is less than 1. So this value it is telling us, if you know the mathematics, so according to mathematics, whenever r square less than 1, it implies that r xy is less than minus 1 is less than equal to r xy is less than equal to 1. So for this condition, your interval is this for r xy. So you have to note for the correlation, the minimum value is minimum limit is -1 and maximum limit is 1. Okay. So now you are just looking here. I have explained the 5 graph. The first graph, it is explaining us whenever r is greater than 0. Okay, whenever r is greater than 0, this is the x-axis, this is the y-axis. So in this condition, your all data it is close to each other. Okay, it is close to each other. So your graph it will be look like this in this condition. So all the data x and y are close to each other. Whenever r is less than 0, in this condition your graph it will look like this. So you can see that there is a more distance from x to y. Your data it is scattered. Means r is less than 0 means the company they will get loss. R negative means the company they will get loss. R positive means the company they will get profit. Okay. Now the third one, you can see that here the data it is parallel. Okay, parallel to x-axis. In this condition, your r is 0. What is the meaning of r is equal to 0? R is equal to 0 means your mean, median and mode all are coincide. Okay, when your mean, median and mode all are same means m is equal to m0 is equal to md. If your mean, median and mode all are coincide, in this condition your r it will be 0. Okay, then after that I have written r is equal to 1. R is equal to 1 means your x and y both are dependent. Okay, your x and y both are dependent, and r is equal to -1 means x plus y is equal to c. Your line it will be look like this. After this lecture, our regression lecture it will be start. Okay, so at first we are explaining. So whenever you have the data, then after that you have to plot the graph. How the graph it is look like this. By the help of this data, we will plot the curve, we will plot the straight line. Okay, so we will go in the regression. Okay, after that we will explain the meaning of regression. So here, so these are the meaning of different value for r is equal to 0, r is equal to -1, r is equal to 1. Okay, r is greater than 0, r is less than 0. So if you are just preparing for the university exam or you are just preparing for any interview, okay, so they will ask this question. You must note it. Okay, at first, and second is this question I have explained you. This is for the university exam. In your exam, they will ask find the correlationship between two data. So here we have written the question. Example is X is telling us this is the height of father and Y is telling us the height of son. Okay, this is the height of father and this is the height of son. You know that there is a relationship between father and son. You know that according to my height, my son also height also depend on me. Okay, depend on parents, depend on mother, depend on father. Okay, so according to this we have collected some data of different person. Then after that we are finding there is a relationship. How much there is a relationship between son and we are finding how much relationship between father and son height. We are finding it is we have collected. There are many father, there are many son, and we have collected the data. We have mentioned the height. Okay, so this is the X, this is the for father height, and this is the for son height. So this is 65, this is 66, 67, 67, 68, 69, 70, 72. Okay, for 65, and the son height is 67, 66, your son height is 68. For 67, your son height is 65. For 67, your son height is 68. For 68, your son height is 72. For 69, your son height is 72. For 70, your son height is 69. For 72, your son height is 72. I think that you are understanding. If you have any question whether there is a relationship between a girl and a mother. Okay, so at first you will collect the data and after that you will find there is a relationship or not. If your this value, whatever you are getting this value, it is positive, it means that there is a more relationship between girl and mother. If your value is negative, it means that your philosophy that is wrong. Okay, so here we have put the data and after that we are checking that my philosophy is correct or not. Okay, we have collected the data from market. You can also take the experiment at your home. There are many father and there are many son. At first you have to take the data and after that you can find that there is a relationship between father and son height or not. Okay, so now after that whatever the data, 65 whole square is equal to 4225, 66 whole square 4356. 67 whole square 4489, 67 whole square 4489, 68 whole square 4624, 69 whole square 4761, 70 whole square 4900, 72 whole square 5184. Okay, now the whole square of y, 67 whole square 4489, 68 whole square 4624, 68 whole square 4624, 72 whole square 5184, 72 whole square 5184, 69 whole square 4761, 71 whole square 5041. Okay, so after then we have multiplied 65 and 67. 65 and 67 if you multiply, then you will get 4355. 66 into 68, that is 4488. 67 into 65, that is 4355. Then 67 into 68, that is 4556. Then 68 into 72, that is 4896. Then 69 into 72, that is 4968. Then 70 into 69, that is 4830. Then 72 into 71, that is 5112. Okay, I think that you have written. So at first we will find the mean. So x bar is equal to 1 upon n sigma x. So what is sigma x? Already we have done. Sigma x means add all the value, that is 554. Add all the value, that is 552. Add all the value, this is sigma x square 37028. Sigma y square 38132. Sigma xy, this is 37560. Okay, summation of all the value. So x bar is equal to 544 upon 8. Sigma x is equal to 554. Then y bar is equal to 1 upon n sigma y. Sigma y is equal to 552. 552 upon 8 is equal to 69. Okay, so we have find the mean of x, the mean of y. Then after that we have written the formula, that is rxy is equal to covariance of xy upon sigma x sigma y. So covariance of xy already we have discussed. This is 1 upon n sigma xy minus x bar y bar upon sigma x is equal to square root 1 upon n sigma x square minus x bar का whole square bracket close into 1 upon n sigma y square minus y bar whole square bracket close. Now we have to put all the value. So this is 1 upon n 1 upon 8. 8 means how many data there are? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Total data is 8. So in place of n we have written 8. 1 upon n 8. Then sigma xy is equal to 37560. 37560 minus after then x bar y bar. What is x bar? X bar is 68 and y bar is equal to 69. So then this is 68 and 69. We have written, okay. And then after then upon square root 1 upon n, that is 1 upon 8 sigma x square. Sigma x square is this. This is 37028. 37028 upon 8 minus x bar square. X bar is 68. 68 square. Then bracket close, second bracket open. After then 1 upon n sigma y square. Sigma y square is equal to 38132. 38132 upon 8 minus y bar square. Y bar is 69. 69 square. If you will calculate, then you will get 0.603. This is the answer. So you are getting positive value that is converging to 1. Whenever your r it is greater than 0, it means that the data it is correlated. Or whenever your data it is negative, it means that your data it is not correlated. Your philosophy that is wrong. Okay, you can also do the same survey in your area, in your locality, whatever thinking about you. There is a whether there is a relationship between this and this or not. Okay, so whenever we are doing the experiment, whenever we are doing our research, you are doing your PhD. Okay, so if there are more than many data and you are finding there is a relationship between them or not, then every time you will use this formula. This is the best method to find there is a relationship or not. I think that you understand what I am teaching you. Okay, this is the best method to utilize your education in the field of for our society. Okay, so if you are just learning just to remember this formula and after then just to get a marks, so this is not a way to get success in your life. If a biometrician he can discover something, so we can also discover something. Okay, so at first our concept it must be clear. We should have the depth of knowledge, and also the teacher and also the student, they should also focus on this definition, the relationship, the real application of these formulas in our real life. Just don't focus on solving this some type of question. So okay, I think that you understand what we are teaching you. Okay, thank you so much.